Recruiters reject your resume before reading it. 3 words fix that. There is a silent filter standing between you and every job you have applied for this year. It does not have feelings. It does not care about your cover letter. It is reading your resume the way a barcode scanner reads a label. Either the code matches, or the package gets tossed. Here is what it is, in one clean sentence. An applicant tracking system, called an ATS, is software that scores your resume against the job description before a recruiter ever opens a single file. Step 1. Understand why this system exists. Companies receive hundreds, sometimes thousands, of applications for a single role. No recruiting team can read all of them. So they outsource the first pass to an algorithm. That algorithm is not smart. It is fast. It searches your resume for specific phrases that appear in the job posting. If those phrases are there, your score goes up. If they are not, your score drops below the cut line, and you are gone. Silently. Without explanation. That is the signal nobody talks about. The silence after you apply is not rudeness. It is a filter you did not know you were being measured against. Step 2. Learn what the scanner is actually looking for. This is the part most explanations quietly leave out. The ATS is not scanning for synonyms. It is not inferring meaning. It is doing a literal string match. You wrote, managed a team. The job description says, led cross-functional teams. To you, those mean the same thing. To the scanner, they are different phrases. You score 0 on that criterion. Your real experience becomes invisible because the words did not match. That is not a failure of your qualifications. It is a failure of translation. And here is the mechanism that makes this feel so unfair. You are fluent in your own work. You describe it the way it lives in your head, in your industry's shorthand, in the language of the company you came from. But the company you are applying to has its own dialect. Their job description is a map of exactly the words their internal systems are tuned to find. When you ignore that map, you are essentially handing a French document to a reader who only processes English. Step 3. Do the translation yourself. Pull up the job description. Read it twice. Then highlight every phrase that describes a skill, a responsibility, or a tool. Not single words, full phrases. Stakeholder communication. Data-driven decision-making. Project lifecycle management. These are not buzzwords to roll your eyes at. They are the exact strings the scanner is hunting for. Your job is to find the honest overlap between those phrases and your actual experience, then use their words, not yours, to describe it. Wait, it gets more specific than that. Do not just sprinkle keywords randomly into a skills section at the bottom. The ATS weights keywords by location. Phrases that appear in your work experience bullets carry more points than phrases buried in a list. So rewrite your bullet points to mirror the language of the posting. If you managed budgets and their posting says, P&L ownership, use P&L ownership in the bullet. If you ran training sessions and their posting says, facilitated learning programs, that is your phrase now. This is not dishonesty. It is precision. You are not changing what you did. You are translating it into the language the system can read. Step 4. Watch for the 2 phrases that reveal the most about what a role actually demands. Job descriptions are written by humans who buried their real priorities under corporate language. But 2 places in any posting are almost always honest: the first 3 bullet points under responsibilities, and the required qualifications section. Those are where the hiring manager typed what they actually need, before HR softened the language. Those phrases carry the highest weight in the ATS scoring. Mirror them first. Here is the pattern interrupt you need right now. Ask yourself, when you last applied for a job, did you customize your resume for that specific posting? Or did you send the same document you sent to everyone else? If it was the same document, you were not being evaluated on your experience. You were being evaluated on whether your default language happened to match their specific dialect. That is not a fair test. And now you know how to stop taking it. Step 5. Watch for the signal that tells you whether this is working. After you start mirroring job description language in your resume, the metric to track is not callbacks per application. That is too noisy. The real signal is whether you start getting contacted by recruiters who say, quote, your background is a great match for this role. That phrase means the ATS scored you high enough that a human picked up your file and agreed with the machine. That is the confirmation that your translation is working. Before this, your resume was fluent only in your own dialect. After, it becomes legible to every system standing between you and the interview. One more thing to watch for going forward. As AI gets more sophisticated, some newer ATS systems are moving beyond exact string matching towards semantic matching, meaning they can recognize that led a team and managed direct reports are related concepts. But most companies, especially mid-size employers, are still running older systems that do literal keyword matching. Until you know which system a company uses, assume literal. It is the safer default, and it costs you nothing to be precise. The silent signal was always there. Every job description was telling you exactly what words to use. You just did not know the system was listening for them. Your resume is not the problem. The translation is. Take the next job posting you find, highlight every skill phrase in it, and rewrite 3 of your bullets using their exact language. That is the whole fix. Carry that with you. I'm Mona.